Welcome to lesson 6, multiple decorative effects of LEDs. Now this experiment is really very interesting. I am your instructor Dattaraj Vidyasagar. Remember one thing, this video lecture is recorded in high quality stereophonic system. So use earphone or headphones to watch this lecture and listen to the lecture. So experiment number 2, what material you will require? Arduino Uno board, then data cable, red LEDs, 330 ohm resistors, breadboard and jumper wires. Let us see one by one. Arduino Uno board, then the data cable, then the LEDs. I preferably recommend you to use red LEDs. Now remember the pin configuration of red LED. When you look at the inner part of the LED in some lighted background, you will see that there are two electrodes inside that LED. One has larger area and the other has a smaller area. So the smaller area electrode is actually anode here and the larger area electrode is cathode. So accordingly, when I will show you the connection diagram, in connection diagram anode and cathode are marked, so you have to connect them properly. Then you will require this resistor, 330 ohm resistor. To identify which is 330 ohm resistor, you have to note down the color rings on its body. They are orange, orange and black, orange, orange and brown, and then the last one will be the golden ring. So orange, orange, brown with a golden ring. This is our resistor 330 ohm. Then you will require the breadboard, then the jumper wires, male jumper wires, and now the aim of the experiment. In this experiment we have to create different decorative effects using 8 LEDs, like say blinking effect, alternate blinking effect, pair blinking effect, running effect and chasing effects. So let us see how these effects look like first, because when I will show you actually these effects, you will get more interest in it. Now see here, I have connected the supply. Now all LEDs are blinking simultaneously. Now all LEDs are blinking alternately, 4 LEDs, then again 4 LEDs. Now this is another effect. The LEDs are chasing each other from outward to inward and then from inward to outward. So this effect is there, and now you will see another effect, and that is the running effect. The LEDs are appearing to be in running style. Now this running style is in forward direction, now it is in backward direction. Every effect occurs 5 times. Now this is called chasing effect. The LEDs are chasing each other in forward direction, and then the same effect will occur in backward direction. So we have to see all these effects, and how to create all these effects. We have to understand some theory part of this experiment, and then we shall write down the program of this experiment. So see here, now the effects are again repeating, because once the last effect occurs, the backward chasing effect, after that simply the first effect comes up, that is blinking all LEDs simultaneously, and in that way the effects go on repeating continuously. So it is a very interesting decorative phenomenon which we can use in this experiment. So let us see how to do it. Now I switch off the power supply of this and let us move to this. So isn't it interesting? You have seen the effects, they are really beautiful. Now how to create these beautiful effects? For that, let us understand the theory behind this project. As you know, the Arduino Uno board uses Atmega 328P, microcontroller. Now this 328P microcontroller has 28 pins. Now these 28 pins, 14 pins on one side and 14 pins on other side. Now these 28 pins are divided in 3 different ports. Now these ports are marked as port B, port C and port D. The pins which are in port B are indicated here. PB0 is the first pin, then PB1, PB2, PB3, PB4, PB5, PB6 and PB7 are the 8 pins in port B. Similarly, in port C there are only 6 pins, PC0, PC1, PC2, PC3, PC4 and PC5. So from PC0 to PC5 there are 6 pins. P stands for port and C is the indication of that port. So PC stands for port C and this 0 is the number of that pin. Now we come to the next port, that is port D. Now in port D there are 8 pins, here shown with green line, green pin, PD0, PD1, PD2, PD3, PD4, then PD5, PD6 and PD7. Now the configuration of all these pins according to their ports can be seen on this Arduino board here. Now here you can see the digital pins start from pin 0 up to pin number 13 here. So out of that, pin number 0 to 7 are considered as port D pins. So the 0 number pin, which is the digital pin of Arduino, is termed as PD0 pin. Then comes PD1, PD2, PD3, PD4, PD5, PD6 and PD7. So the 7 number pin is actually PD7 pin, means the port D pin. Similarly, port B is distributed over here, PB0 to PB5, and then comes here the C port. The C port has the connections, internal connections with analog pins, PC0, PC1, PC2, PC3, PC4, PC5, and here is PC6, which is the reset pin here. So leave all those other ports. We are not interested in port B and port C. We want to concentrate particularly on this port, that is PD0, PD1, PD2 up to PD7, that is port D. So we shall connect these 8 LEDs in our circuit using this connection style. We shall connect our first LED to PD0 pin, okay, then second LED to PD1 pin, like that, and the last LED, 8th LED, we shall connect to PD0. Now you can see the entire connection diagram over here. Very clearly it is shown. See, these are the LEDs which are connected on the breadboard, as we have seen in the video just. All the anodes are on the right hand side and all the cathodes are on the left hand side. You can see these blue wires, short jumper wires are used, and all the cathodes are joined together. You can see here all cathodes are shorted together, and after shorting them together, these cathodes are connected to the GND terminal of Arduino Uno board. So all the cathodes of the LEDs are connected to the negative terminal of the power supply of Arduino board. Now every anode is connected to a 330 ohm resistor here. There are 8 resistors here, and then the second terminal of this resistor is connected to one pin from pin 0 to pin 7, because this entire 8 pins is termed as port D. So the 0 number pin is connected to this first LED, then 1 number pin is connected to second LED, and so on. Pin number 7 is connected to the last 8th LED. So in that way we did the connections, means you have to do the connections And then let us start to write down the program, and let us see how each code line has a particular meaning in that program. So let us move to it. We have to understand each and every line in this program. Now in this program, this is the human comment, just for our reference purpose, and then we have taken a variable I, and the data type of that variable is int. I have used this variable for the for loop because we are using a for loop in this code, so that every effect will be repeated 5 times. Now what we have to do here, now in void setup, we have to write this code line DDRD. Now listen very carefully and note down. DDRD stands for Data Direction Register D port or port D. And after that I am writing equal sign here, and then I am writing this 0B. This numerical value is 0 and it is not O, it is 0. 0B 11111111 means I told you there are 8 pins in port D. So what I am doing here now, I am writing 1 binary 1 8 times. So what does it indicate? That all the pins will be considered as output pins. So in this Arduino code style, we don't want to write pin mode, because if you write pin mode, then you will have to write the output style of that pin 8 times, because we are using 8 pins. But using this code, now it is quite simple. You write just DDRD equal to 0B and 8 times 1. So what will happen? All these pins, that is from pin number 0 to pin number 7, all the pins will be considered as output pins. Now we come to while loop. Now here whatever code that we write will be repeated up to infinity. Now first what I did here, that I have switched off all the LEDs. Now for that I am using a different part here. I am using port D, not DDRD. I am using port D equal to 0B with all zeros. So what will happen? All the LEDs will remain off, and they will remain off for 1 second. 1000 millisecond is 1 second. Now we turn to our first effect. Here in human comment I have written down all LEDs blink simultaneously. Now I have used this for loop here. I have taken that I variable which was mentioned in global declaration above, in the above part of the program. So I write for I is equal to 0, I is less than 5, I plus plus. The for loop, so the action will repeat 5 times because I have used here the numerical value as 5. And here at the bottom, within the for loop, here I have written 4 lines. Port D equal to 0B all ones, means all LEDs will be on. Then the delay here is 500 millisecond. Then I write another line, port D equal to 0B all zeros. So all LEDs will be off and the delay is 500. So what will happen now? All LEDs will blink and they will remain on for 500 millisecond. Then all LEDs will be off and they will remain off for another 500 millisecond. And these 4 lines will be repeated 5 times because we have used these lines in this for loop. So after completing this for loop, once 5 counts are completed, then the program will jump into this second for loop. And in second for loop, we are changing the style. We are alternately blinking these LEDs. So for that I am using again the for loop, the same style here for the for loop, and here I am changing the lines. See, here I have written port D equal to 0B. Now these are 4 ones and these are 4 zeros. So what will happen? One side of the LEDs, the 4 LEDs will glow and these 4 LEDs will remain off. So 4 LEDs on, 4 LEDs off. So that will occur for 500 millisecond. And then I have changed the coding style here. Here now I write 0, 0, 0, 0 and then 1, 1, 1, 1. So the 4 LEDs will be off and other 4 LEDs will be on. So in that way you will get the alternate effect in this for loop, and this effect will occur 5 times. Then we come to the next effect, and that is collapse and expand effect. Means you have seen in that video that the LEDs will start blinking from outward to inward and then from inward to outward 5 times each. Again we are taking the count as 5 in this for loop, and see what I have written here. I have written the first line, that is all LEDs should be off because I used 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So all LEDs will be off. Then I am making the first LED to glow and the last LED to glow. Means the first and last LEDs will be on. Then the first 2 and the last 2 will be on. Then the first 3 and the last 3 will be on. Then all the LEDs will be on. Again all LEDs will be off, and then the inner LEDs will be on. Means in this group the 2 LEDs will be on, in this group also the 4 LEDs will be on, then the 6 LEDs will be on like this. Means it will be from inward to outward type effect, and then all LEDs will be on, and again all LEDs off, and this loop will repeat 5 times. So it will show collapse and expand effect. And then we come to forward running LEDs. Here also we are using the same for loop. First we make all the LEDs off for 1000 millisecond. Then we glow only the first LED and keep all the other LEDs off. Then we make this first LED off and the second LED on. Second LED is on, the first LED is off. Then the third LED is on, then the fourth LED is on, then the fifth LED is only on, then the sixth is on, then the seventh is on. So from 0 to 7, that is total 8 LEDs will glow in sequence and the running effect will be produced. Now this is forward running effect. In the same way, this is backward running effect. Now in this effect, here first all the LEDs will be off for 1000 millisecond. Then we are glowing this LED first. Then the second LED, and we have made this first LED off by writing a 0 at its position. Then the third LED will glow, keeping all the other LEDs off. Then the fourth LED will glow, fifth LED will glow, then the sixth LED will glow, seventh LED will glow, and the eighth LED will glow. So this effect will also occur 5 times. And then we come to the last effect here, forward chasing effect. Now you must have got the idea now how to create the chasing effect. First we make all the LEDs off for 500 millisecond. Then I glow this first LED. Then I glow these first 2 LEDs. Then the first 3 LEDs. Then the first 4 LEDs. Then the first 5 LEDs. And 6 LEDs and 7 LEDs and the 8 LEDs. So after that I am giving the delay, and then we come to the last part, backward chasing LEDs. So in that case I simply have to reverse the condition. I glow this LED first, then I glow these 2 LEDs first, then the 3 LEDs, then the 4 LEDs, then the 5 LEDs, then the 6 LEDs, then the 7 LEDs, and lastly all LEDs. So in that way, this is the last line of this code. So once this is complete, our program will go back to the first line of this void loop, and that is port D, all LEDs off, and again these effects will be continuously repeated up to infinity. So this is really very interesting program. You should try this program, and for that you will have to first load this program, copy and paste this program which is given on our website, and once you upload that program into the memory of the microcontroller, you can see here in the hardware part, the firmware part, you will have to do these connections, and once the connections are done, you can upload the program into the memory of the microcontroller. I shall show you how to upload the program here. Simply connect the USB B socket and the pin and the data cable. Then come to your Arduino software. Check that whether the board is properly selected and the COM port is selected, and then simply click upload. So once upload is done, you can see here these LEDs are glowing now. So communication is done. Now the LEDs are blinking. This is the first effect. Then alternate effect. Then collapse in and collapse out effect. And after that there will be the running effect. This is coming up the running effect now. And then the backward running effect. This is backward running effect. And then comes the last effect, that is forward chasing effect. LEDs are chasing each other in forward direction. And after that the last effect will be backward chasing effect, and this will occur 5 times. And once this is done, the program will go back to the initial line of the code, and again all the LEDs will blink like this. And you can download this program from our website. You know the link. I told you about this link in my previous lecture. Use the password VSA2020 to open the page, and then you can download it. And if you do not have the kit on which you have to do these experiments, then you can purchase the kit, order the kit at Vidyasagar Academy. Visit this link vsa.edu.in/kit. Just type this link in your browser and visit the website, and there you can place the order. So thank you, and I hope you will enjoy working on this project. If you come across any difficulty, then share your difficulties in our workshop group. Visit our website www.vsa.edu.in. Vidyasagar Academy, trusted name in education.